Installation, right? To recap to the yesterday's activities, yesterday we have discussed about the, right, some of the technical terms, the pre-checks, right, pre-installation steps, what are the OS we required, databases SAP will support, then so network configurations, how to download the SAP softwares using the SAP marketplace, yes, ID. So then this kind of things we discussed here. Then, so today, how to start the installation here, right? How to start the SAP installation. So while starting the SAP installation, so first of all, we need to be ready with the all the SAP softwares and everything here. SAP softwares. So we have to download the SAP softwares. Then, so we have to proceed with the our activities here. So these are the pre-work we have discussed here. So let's log into the our server here. So let me show you how to log into the our server here for everyone here, right? So here to log into the our server, in everybody in their desktop, you have the option like search bar, right? Just click the RDP, something like RDP or RDP connection here. There you will get the screen like this here, right? This is for the how to log into the remote servers to how to log into the remote server here. So just to log into the remote connection here, otherwise just you can type it here in the search bar, you can type the remote desktop connection, right? So you will get the like this here. Here you need to type the IP, your IP. This is the IP of your class here. So I will share I already shared. Again, I will share in the group here, right? So this is the IP of the your practice server here, right? Just click on the connect button with your user ID. Make sure what is the user ID you are using here. What is the user ID you are using here? If you have something, some Gmail ID, something is flagging, just go to edit, just remove that one, just type only user ID here, just connect it to the user ID which I allocated to you, right? Just click on the, just enter the password which I shared you via email, right? Just click on the OK button. Then you have the screen opened, right? You have the screen opened here. This is the remote desktop connection. So from your desktop, you logged into the one more remote desktop server here. This is our training server. This is our practice server here. So in the tomorrow, in the real time also, sometimes most of the cases, you may have to log into the remote server. So in that case, you should know how to log into the remote server and everything here, right? So if it is the Windows, if it is the Windows, we can use the RDP connection, RDP connection to log in here. If it is the Linux, if it is the Linux system, we can use the putty. We can use the putty tool. We can use it to log into the so remote server here, right? So if it is the Windows, we can use the RDP connection Linux. So now we are logging to the now we logged into the remote server, right? Remote Windows server. That's why we use the RDP connection. So in your local desktop or laptop, or if you are using the any app, if you are using any app, so there is a the mobile also, or if you are using the tab, if you are using the Mac or anything, any device, so there is a respective app is there here, RDP connection, RDP connection app is there here, app. So you can use that app here, remote desktop apps are there here. You can use this app and you can just insert the IP address which I shared, then you can log into the remote server here, right? And you can log into the remote server. There are multiple ways, right? Either you can use your own server, tab, app, Mac, anything, you can use it to log into the by remote server. Then after you log in, you have to work all your things here. So here, so as part of the yesterday's class, we discussed about the so SAP we can install on the any operating system. So here we are using the Windows, right? Any database, right? So then so RAM, how much RAM we required, how much space we required. So all those things we have discussed yesterday, right? So all those things we have discussed yesterday here. So if you go to the my screen here, you see here, so we have the, when you go to the, once you log into the server, you will see the desktop here. In the desktop, go to the file explorer. Here in the file explorer, you see the, so here we have the E drive. Here in the E drive, we have the SAP softwares here. In the SAP softwares here, we have the DB, so exports. These are the exports. Then kernel, SWPM, DB, host agent. We have the, these all softwares are ready here, right? These are the softwares we discussed yesterday. So what are the softwares we required? What are the soft? So SWPM, so please go on mute, please. So here SWPM, kernel, right? And so exports, and so as DB client here, then SAP host agent here, right? So these are the softwares we required for the SAP installation. This is the one of the important point you need to remember. Whenever you go for any technical discussion, any technical interview, the first question they may ask you, I see in your profile you have mentioned, so SAP installations. Can you tell me what are the softwares we required for the SAP installation? In this case, you need to explain clearly. Okay. So softwares like we need the SWPM, kernel, exports, DB client, and host agent. These are the softwares we required. So then installation, we have to start with the SWPM tool here. SWPM means SAP, so software provisioning manager. The abbreviation of the SWPM is software provisioning manager here. But kernel export, there is no abbreviation. It's like that only. So this is the installation software. So we have to start the installation with the SWPM tool only here, right? So go to the SWPM. Before that, just you can verify the what is the operating system we are using here. Windows Server 2012 here. How the memory is the, we have the 14 GB. What is the processor here? Right? You have the all the details here. What is the your operating system name? Computer name is called the operating system name here, right? Computer name is called the operating system name. So here we are installing the SAP. So our SAP application server name equals to computer name. If you are installing the DB here, our database name equals to our computer name here. SAP Windows 2 is our computer name. Our computer name here. That's why we have chosen this one as a computer name here, right? So this is the Windows, right? So Windows operating system minimum, so a 16 GB, or for training purpose less also fine. And also space, how much space we have? 250 GB space we have in all the location. That's we are good. Then so what next? So CPUs, if you go to the task manager, then you will see the CPUs count, how many CPUs we have here. So we have the 4 CPUs I have allocated here, right? We have the memory, we have the network, good network, and memory. All those things we have here, right? All those things we have here. We can see it here. Everything we have here, right? So that is the thing we have discussed as part of the preparation. Everything should be ready, done ready. Everything is ready here. Now let's start the installation now here, right? So to start the installation has to run with the SWPM tool. So go to the softwares which are there in the E drive, right? Just go to the SAP softwares here. Just click on the SWPM. You will see the in the SWPM, you will see the SAP INST. You need to double click on the SAP INST, then it will open the URL in the browser, right? So how I went? So we have all the softwares are available in the E drive. E drive SAP softwares location here. So here we have the all the softwares are available here, right? Just double click on the SWPM, then just click on the SAP INST here. So when you click on the SAP INST, what will happen? It will open the one URL in the browser. In your browser, it will open the one URL here. So that URL, SWPM URL here. So that URL port number is called the 4237. This is the very important point here. So 4237 is the port number for the SWPM tool. SWPM is the tool for the installations. So we have to do the installation using the SWPM tool here. See here, this opened the URL in the browser. So let's copy the URL just to, instead of opening the Explorer, just to go to the here. Let me set as a default one here. Okay, let's just open in the Chrome here. It will be go to the advanced mode. Just go to some people. So you will get the screen. After that, what you have to do, you are not sure, right? So just go to the advanced here, right? Go to the advanced here. In the advanced mode, just click on the SAP. The proceed with the unsafe option here. Proceed with the unsafe option here. Here, the username is called the, whatever the username, just you can put the username here. Then, so password, whatever the password you have, you can put the password here. Then, click on OK button. It will open the SWPM screen. So here you can see that the port number 4237, your host name, colon, port number. So host name is common. Port number is common. Host name may change it. That's why what is the port number for the SWPM tool? That is the second question they may ask you. You need to tell like 4237 is the port number for the SWPM tool. Okay. So now you see you got the all the information now, right? You got the all the information and everything here. Here using the SWPM tool, you can do the, as I mentioned, right? Any kind of SAP installation, SAP product installation, right? Any SAP product installation, the softwares are common here. Either SWPM tool, kernel, DB client, DB client, host agent, these all are common. Only the exports may change, depends upon the product you will install it. Depends upon the product we will install it here, right? So that is the one thing. So you should take a note of this one here, right? So SWPM tool. Any product means, as I mentioned, we can also do the S4HANA installations, right? And also NetWeaver installations. Then if you go to the MDM installations, Solution Manager installations, NetWeaver installations, any kind of installations, we can do it with the SWPM tool here. So here, select which product you are going to install it here. Suppose you are going to install the ECC, then ECC is the one of the business suite here. So in the business suite folder, you have the CRM, ERP means ECC, SCM, SRM, any kind of product installation, you can use the SWPM tool, right? So now we are going to do the small installation that is called the SAP NetWeaver installation, right? SAP NetWeaver 7.5 installation. Then expand the SAP NetWeaver 7.5 installation here, right? So here you see the on which database we are going to install it here. As I mentioned, SAP will support, means SAP can be installed on top of any database. Any database we can install it. Either DB2, MaxDB, SQL Server, Oracle, HANA, Sybase. Any database you can provision the, so this one. But database is very important. As I mentioned yesterday class, the architecture of the SAP is the three-tier architecture. Before we install the SAP, so we should choose the database also here. Which database? So this is the architecture of the SAP here, right? SAP is the three-tier architecture here. So here we have the GUI presentation layer, right? Here we have the SAP application layer. Here we have the DB layer here. So present GUI to application, application to database here. The connection will work like this here. So you are here. Here you will open the any business application or any site you will open it. Then you will here from here you will open your browser. You will get the application screen here. Either IRCTC application or Redbus whatever the orders, food delivery apps, whatever it may be, you will open the application. In this application, you will do the transactions here. In this application, you will do the transactions here. Then it will go to the, it will store the data into the database level here. So any business application, the database is very important here. Then choose the what database you are going to choose it here. Here I am choosing the SQL Server small database. Initially, we are going with the small SAP application installation, small database here. Then what you are going to do now? Installation. Then expand the installation, right? Then what is mean by which installation? Either Java or ABAP. So we are the ABAP server here, ABAP here, ABAP system here. So then is it standard installation or distributed or high availability? Which type of installation you are going to do? It's a standard. So what does it mean by a standard installation here? What does it mean by standard installation? So here, when you are installing the here, there are the types of installations here, right? Standard installation. Standard means in one operating system, install the database and install the SAP. In the both the operating in one single operating system. So SAP and DB both are in the one screen, that is called in the both are in the one host, one operating system, SAP Windows 2 operating system. This is the our OS name. Maybe in the real time it may change, depends upon the client naming convention. So, but the way of the procedure is everything is same here. So here SAP Windows 2, that's why I mentioned the Windows 2 here. So here SAP and database both are in the one operating system, that is called the standard method, standard installation. No, I don't want to do everything in the one host. So I want SAP on the, I am the big customer. I have the huge amount to spend it for the infrastructure side. Then I have SAP on the one operating system, then DB on the one operating system here. SAP on the one operating system, DB on the one operating system here. SAP on one operating system here, then DB on the one operating system here. SAP and DB here. So SAP and DB, we have the one operating system here. So this is called the distributed. This is called the distributed here. Distributed operating system here, right? So distributed installation here. So in the installation, we have chosen the application server ABAP. Why? Because we are the ABAP team. They will, this is it, the coding is like ABAP. So here ABAP team will write the code. So here ABAP here, application server ABAP here. Then standard system here. Then standard system, choose the standard system here, right? So or distributed or high availability. What is mean by high availability? High availability means it's a 100% availability, which means who are the very business critical application, means mission critical application, maybe banking applications, some other airlines related applications, right? Airports, airlines, those are the mission critical. We will call it as the mission critical applications. Those are the mission critical applications here. So here what we will do it here as part of this work, SAP, so they will divide as a two data centers here. In the high availability means two data centers here. Suppose one, there are multiple scenarios. I am explaining about the one scenario here, right? So here two scenarios here. Here SAP DB on the one data center and SAP DB on the one more data center here. This is the US region. This is the UK region here, right? US and UK region. Here you have the SAP and DB is installed up and running. And also you have the one more site that is called the secondary site or maybe standby site, secondary site or standby site and disaster recovery site here. You have the two sites are available here. So users around the world, users are there. Users are connecting to the SAP system here to do the transactions here. This is the here. It is the one more data center here, right? Users all will connect to the SAP. They will do the transactions, orders, booking, payment, storing the data, whatever it may be. They are doing it here in the SAP side. SAP side, they are doing it here. This is the data center one in the US region. Okay. Unfortunately, some natural calamity or so something is happened in the primary data center, some power failure or hardware failure, something is happened. If something is happened, entire data center will be down, right? Entire data center operations are down here. In this case, if the one data center is down in the US, will impact around the world, their business will be impacted, right? Why? Because server is down, who will do the transactions? Nothing, right? In this case, what will happen? So you have the very business high impact here. So so in this case, the customers will choose the high availability mode, which means you have the in one more data center, you have the one more data center here. In the another data center here, you have the one more server is there here. So here they will bring up the this disaster recovery center server, so that instead of connecting all the users, they will connect to the why because same hosting. They will connect to the same SAP system. Then they will do the transaction. Meanwhile, basis team will work on the this data center one. Why SAP is down? So what is the issues? Is there a network issue, hardware failure? So all those things they will work on it hidden here. In the other hand, other users can log in and they are doing the transactions here. So there is a replication from this database to this database. There is a replication concept here, right? More you will get in the upcoming classes here. More you will get in the upcoming classes here. Replication concept here. So data will be replicated from here to here. Suddenly something is happened in the primary database. Immediately they will bring up the secondary server. Then so the means high availability. There is no high availability means it's a 99.999 some percentage of availability of the servers here. There is no down high. Why? Because we have the backup servers are there. If suddenly primary is down, we have the backup server. Then immediately they will bring up the so this backup server, they will work on the disaster recovery server. So it's a different concept. In upcoming, I will explain more in detailed way on this one here. Why? Because we have the topic to discuss this one, right? I will explain it here. So that's why here we are the training server. So we don't need to go to the distributed higher one. Just go for the standard installation, right? When you go to the standard installation, you will get the roadmap steps like this here. Here, the first step is called the defining the parameters, right? Defining the parameters here. So we are just click on the OK button. Defining the parameters means we are we are we have to give the inputs. We have to give the inputs to the SWPM screen. Why? Because giving the inputs only will take the some time, maybe max 1 hour or 1.5 hours it will take. Then after that, so SAP will take the remaining work. It will complete the installation. It will complete the all the installations in the SAP side here. So giving the thing will take only time. The remaining things will SAP SWPM tool will take care of. Tool will take care of the all the work here. So here you see the right side top corner. You see the task list. It's collecting the inputs from us. Then log files here. So installation, here we are not sure what's happening. Only I can see only 3 dots here, right? The only 3 dots, it's asking me to wait, right? So here we are not sure what's happening here, but the log files, the installation log files, if you open the log file, here you will get the clear details here, what's happening with my installation, all the log files here. Here, just you can choose the typical option here or custom option also here. Typical, what is meant by typical means you will get the less prompts with the default settings here, SAP recommended settings. If you don't want to use the SAP recommended settings, you want to go for the custom, you will get the all the parameters, you will get the more prompts, then it may take some time. But both are same. But only thing is getting the screen prompts more in the custom, defaults very less here. Small prompts you will get things here. That's why I will always choose the so typical here. Just click on the next button here. So now what we are doing is we are doing the SAP installations. We are doing the SAP installation. With installation, we have to start with the SWPM tool. we have to give the inputs in the SWPM tool. Whatever the tool asks, whatever the tool is asking us to enter, we have to provide all the details. Then in one phase, in one phase, so the tool will take care of the SAP installation. So what inputs it will ask us? So now it will ask the majorly, if I give the so high level, it will ask the what is your SID, what is your instance number, so what is the host name here, right? So there, so provide the path of the kernel, provide the path of the exports, provide the path of the SAP host agent. So whatever the softwares you downloaded, so provide the passwords, passwords for all users here. So all those things it will ask us to enter the passwords here. So we have to provide these passwords here. Passwords, location of the host agent, exports, SID, all those things we have to enter it here. So here, so initially first time we are doing, so log off is required here. So for you, you don't need to log off. One time we are doing in this host, log off is required. Just click on the OK button. The system will be, you can relog it. You can, installation will continue from the relogin here. Okay, so just I relog it. So again, the tool is getting opened here. Here automatically the URL opened. So it asked us to enter the user ID, password. So here the installation log files here. If we go to the log files here, the installation log files are SAP INST. So this is a very important. One is the softwares. What are the softwares you required? What is the port number for the SWPM tool? Then what are the log files? What are the log files you refer in case of any issues here? One is the SAP INST.log file here. Then SAP INST underscore dev.developer log file, dev.log file here. These two log files are very, very, very important here. In case of any issues, everything will be tracked under this installation here in this log files here, SAP INST, right? So here, see here, the first parameter is asking the please provide the SID. So the SID is like it kind of three alphanumeric characters, right? Here for born babies, how we can provide the, we can allocate the naming convention during the once the baby is born, then we will allocate the one name for identification purpose, right? So here also we will give the one name here. Here also we will put the name here for SAP systems. Why? Because without the naming, we cannot connect to the SAP system here. So we have to provide the one naming convention here. So SID is the three three alpha numeric characters here. Three alpha numeric characters we have to put here, which means either ABC or so ECD or so whatever it may be, anything we can put it out. It should be something meaningful here, right? Should be something meaningful here. So otherwise we should not start with the one AB letter. Letter should not come in the first letter here. First, okay. Number should not come in the first place here. So here it should be three characters here, right? Three alpha numeric characters here. So what I can say here, we are installing the NetWeaver system. So I can say like, so NetWeaver, we are installing the NetWeaver product. So simply for identification purpose, NetWeaver system, NetWeaver development, right? NetWeaver quality. So NetWeaver development. So NetWeaver quality. So NetWeaver quality, NetWeaver development one. So like that we can, so we can allocate the one SID here. As I mentioned, something should be meaningful here. Same as like when you are giving the names to the born babies, your first letter should be this one, second letter should be, so second character, second we should be this one. Like that we are giving, right? Same way here also for SAP systems also, it should be three alphanumeric characters. We can allocate any naming convention here. Any naming convention, we can allocate it here. Suppose like I given the ND1, you can put the ND2 or you can put your own name, whatever it may be. But it should be three alphanumeric characters here. So it should be normally in the real time, the client will suggest what is the best naming convention here. Why? Because it's a customer system we are doing the installation. So customer project we are working. So we have to give it here. Here, we need to give the domain name here. We don't have any domains here, fully qualified domains here in the network. So just uncheck here, just click on the next button here. Domain name means normally .google.com, .yahoo.com, .facebook.com. So like that, those are the domains here. Those domains we don't have anything here. So then we can ignore it here. Now enter the password. Just to provide the password here. So just provide the password for the all the users here. Sir, what are the users are getting created here? I will tell you. Okay. What are the users are getting created here? So if you enter the password. So what we are doing is we are giving the inputs. Now tool is collecting the inputs. Now we are giving the inputs. Now system is tracking here, right? Everything checking the password, operation executed successfully. The log files, everything is log file is updating here. The log files are getting updated here. All those things are getting updated here. So now checking the connection to the database here. Now connection to the database and properties of the database server here. So we have database also installed in the same server, SQL server. So then it is checking the connection properties and everything here. Just to choose it, just to choose the database here. Just we are choosing the database here. Let's see. So now it is asking, it is checking the connectivity here. So he can observe it here, what it is doing here. So it is checking the connection parameters. So all those things here. Now choose the database instance name is SAP Windows 2. Our operating system name is SAP Windows 2. Just to select this one, just click on the next button here. If it is the correct, then only it will go next phase. Otherwise, it won't go to the next phase here. So everything you can observe it in the SAP inst.log file here. SAP inst.log file here. Here you want to create the new database. Yes. Just click on the next button. Most of the things we have to provide the inputs. Just click on the next button. Provide the inputs. Just click on the next button here. So until max, so all the inputs, it will ask it here. Now kernel. So now we see here, please provide the path for the download media location here, which means kernel files. These are the kernel files here. These all are the kernel files here. Kernel files here. These are the kernels here. So we already downloaded the kernel. in the E drive, there is a SAP softwares, then there is a kernel path here, right? Kernel folder. That's why we need to download all the softwares in advance. Before you starting the installation, we need to download all the kernel files here. Just click on the OK button. Then it will read all the kernel files here. It will not blindly accept. So it will clearly check whether these kernel files are valid or any issues with the kernel files. Then it will check all the files in the file folder. Whatever the folder you have provided, SAP software's kernel, it will check all the kernel files here. It will check all the kernel files clearly. Then so once it is a valid with the signature accept, then only it will verify it. It will verify it. If it is okay, then only it will take it further. Otherwise, so it will give the error messages here. So it won't take it out. Again, we have to freshly download all the files and everything here. So installation log files, SAP inst.log file is the very important file where all the actions, time to time, everything so will be recorded in the SAP inst.log file here, right? So here we are not sure what's happening here. If we go to here you will see all the information here, what's happening and how it is reading and all the information here, all right? So that is the one thing here. It won't blindly accept all the softwares here. So it will clearly verify whether the software is valid. Is there any corruption in the software packages? Is there any issues while downloading? Whether you downloaded an invalid file or not, it will clearly it will check. Then only it will it will take it further. Otherwise, the error will be displayed here. So that is the one thing of the good thing of the SWPM tool here, SWPM tool here. Okay, so that is the one thing here. Still it is validating all the files here. So it's not the 5 minutes job. It's not the 30 minutes job for the installation. We have to give the inputs. So maximum around 1 hour we have to give the input. 1 hour it will take. Then after that 4 hours it will take to complete the installation. So tool itself will take the 4 hours because the installations, SAP installation is the very big installation, it's time consuming installations. But because the business software, all the components, everything will be installed here. So it's a very big installation, SAP installation. That's why initially we are starting with the small installation that is called the NetWeaver. That's why I told you, right? 4 hours it will take, 5 hours it will take. If you go for the ECC, it will take 8 hours sometimes. If you go for the S4HANA, it will take 11 hours, 1 hour, 1 day also here. So here, see, all the packages, it is accepted, available, 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 available. Then just click on the next button. Just click on the next button here. So that is what we are doing here. So we are doing the installation as part of the preparation activities. Yesterday, we have downloaded all the softwares from the service marketplace. Once again, I will show you. Don't worry. Who are new today, I will show you once again. Tomorrow, when you are doing the installation, I will show you once again how to download the softwares. Why? Because multiple times we may have to go to the service marketplace where we will go to the market. So it's kind of marketplace here. So normally when you visit the market, vegetable market, we will get all the vegetables in that market, right? All those things we will get it out. Same as like in SAP also, we have the SAP marketplace is available where we will get the not only softwares, documentations, documents, licenses, files, many things, all things in one umbrella that is called the SAP marketplace here. But you to log into this one, you need the S user ID is required. SAP user ID. It starts with the S00 and number here. So this will be provided by the your organization. SAP softwares are not free, not open source. So here we have to provide the organization here. Here it's asking the host agent. It is asking the host agent here. Just to provide the host agent file here. Kernel we have provided, right? SWPM we started. DB we have chosen. Then so kernel we have given. Now host agent it is asking. Then next what is left here? Exports. Exports, we have to choose it here. Host agent here. The E drive, I already downloaded the in SAP softwares. We already downloaded the host agent here. Select it. Just click on the next button here. I think your duty is while doing the installation, you need to properly start the SWPM tool. Then just to provide the inputs to the whatever it is asking, just to provide the inputs. Then tool will take care of the all kind of things and everything. So you don't need to do anything here, right? SWPM host agent is available. Just click on the next button. Only always click the next button, provide the input. Next button, provide the input. Next button here. Then the last thing it will ask the exports location here. Then we have to provide the exports location. Then so exports, right? Installation exports location, right? So then go to the here E drive. That's why we downloaded all the software, SAP softwares. This is the export location here. So what I will do here, I will, if I give wrong one, it won't take. Let me give the wrong one here. Okay. I will choose the wrong one here. Okay. Wrong folder I have chosen. Just click on the OK button here. Let's see what it will tell. Right? Error. The specified location package installation export is not found. Please provide the correct path. It is asking the please provide the correct location here. So, so it won't accept blindly here. So it will cross check all the files and everything here, right? Just to this is the export location here. Just click on the OK button. So now it is see verifying it is. You provide the e-softwares for the folder name, then it is accepted. It is signed and accepted here. It is signing and accepting here. So it will verify it clearly. So whatever the tool is required, we have to download in advance as part of the preparation. We have to download it. We have to keep it ready. OS should be ready. That's why we discussed yesterday. All the pre-steps should be performed before you start the installation, right? These are the pre-steps. That's why we performed all the pre-steps, downloading the softwares and keep it ready in the one folder, space, OS, RAM, everything is ready. Then we are doing the hardware, everything is ready. Then we are doing the installation now with the SWPM tool. So it is verifying. You can see it here in the log file. So it will clearly it is verifying the all the files and everything here. This is the last software it is asking. Then some other prompts we may get it out. We need to just accept the default one. We need to click next button. So installation is very important here, right? As I mentioned, installation will come under the implementation strategy I discussed, right? Installation will come under the implementation. So you need to be careful here when you are giving the inputs here. That is the very important. So I hope you everybody got the access. If anyone not get the access, just to ping me or you can update the sheet so that I can create the access after this call again. So I can create it so you can practice it. The one thing is installation. So once the one person at a time, only one person can start the SWPM tool. Why? Because SWPM tool only one person can start at a time here. Others are starting, you will get the so multiple prompts, you will get it out here. So one person, you don't need to just give the inputs, just to cancel it. Other person can start the SWPM, give the inputs, then he will stop it. So I will show you how to coordinate all those things here. Okay. So let's once this is verification is done, then few other things, then we can complete the installations here. It's not like that, no need to go for the end of the installation. See here. So accepted, signed, verified successfully, accepted, verified successfully, accepted, verified successfully. You will get messages here. Something wrong with the softwares here, corrupted. Then, the sum tool, sorry, SWPM tool will detect the issues. It will show the packages are corrupted. Please re-download again and provide it. Like that, will provide the information here. So log files always be updated here. So getting the free space on the database server. So here you can choose the small systems here, number of data files here. So it depends upon the company. Maybe if it's a big company, you can choose the large, small, you can choose the medium, and this one you can choose it. Just click on the next button here. Maybe later also we can increase it. That's not a problem. But so for training systems, right, small systems, yes, it will. So space is very limited here. So that's why I've chosen the less here. Will take time. Inputs only. Giving the inputs only will take time. Then after that, it will go to the review the param. Whatever the inputs we have given, it will ask us to review it. Then click on the execute service. Then the SAP SWPM tool will take care of the installation process and everything here. Just click on the next. From here onwards, you don't need to give any. Just click on the next button, right, like this. Because those are the not much important. Number of parallel jobs, 3. Fine. So here it is asking the instance number, right? As I mentioned here, we have to provide the instance number. SID is the one head, and second one is the instance number here. Instance number here. So instance number 0001 automatically it's taken. Instance number starts with the 00 and to up to 99 we can give it here. 002. So SID 3 alpha numeric characters, right? Instance number will starts with the 002 99 in between any number we can give it here. So here, by default, it will take it. If you are okay, you can give it. If not, then you can just edit it, the option. Then it will take the, whatever the option you want, it will take it out that option here. No SLD, right? So default option. Just click next, that's it. Only when it is asked the pass, provide the location of the kernel, exports, host agent, password of all users, instance number, SID. These inputs we are giving here. Remaining all those things, so we can just accept the default one, SAP recommended one. Then you can take it further here. So key is default key. It will generate the key. So this is the key value. In worst case situation, system is down. SAP will recover the system data using this key here. So this key we have to take a note. So that one we required. Yeah. See here, the defining parameter section is completed. Now review the parameter here. So in the review parameter section, just to check, first you have chosen the typical SAD, you have given, password given, database and kernel files and host agent, SQL files, host instance number, keys, exports, all those things you have given. So in any case, if you want to change it, then we can revise it here. We can revise means we can go to the previous screen, we can revise it here. So from your practice purpose, you can stop it here, right? Just to cancel the button here. You no need to just click the continue button. So what happen if you continue the button, then installation will start. Now we need to wait for the 4 hours or 5 hours. We have to wait. We have to wait till 4 hours or 5 hours. We have to wait for the to complete the installation. Till then, so you cannot know another person cannot start the installation. Why? Because while SWPM one installation is running on the one host, in another person cannot do the installation here, right? Now see here, installation is running here. Now nothing, we don't get any option. We need to wait till 100% completion. We have to wait it here. So in this case, what we have to do, just to cancel the confirm it here, cancel the button. So that what will happen? So other person will do the installations here.